I saw something earlier that was joking about losing viewers as soon as you start talking. So, so I shouldn't say hi to the 3 people that started watching. I should just shut up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Competition Lab. I'm playing a few new games that kind of went under the radar a little bit. This is Cyber Clutch, and I'm going to go through the tutorial and kind of test out some of the gameplay. Some people do and don't know this about us. Like, we've streamed for years and things like that, but we also used to take games to live events, worked a lot of conventions, stuff like that. And we used to come out and test games and have people have a lot of fun with them, man. And that really was like our thing. Okay, smooth ride. Get that. This car got a little giddy up. But yeah, this one looked like a lot of fun. Your car gets weapons. Oh, A is to drift. Okay. I tried to hit that speed up. That didn't quite work out the way I thought. Ooh, and that drift was not a good drift. Let me try not to be so fancy. Alright, here we go, jumps. Oh, and you can self-destruct. Okay. Oh, health and armor. Okay. Alright, basic abilities. There you go with a speed up with B. Homing a special ability. Okay, this automatically will lock onto opponents. I will spawn in some, stay behind. Alright. Whoa! I mean, if you that causes self-destruct. You know what else it keeps happening too? I keep trying to drift every turn, like some other racing games I play. All right. Super simple. What's up to the people that are joining live, man? Let me know you guys are in the chat real quick. I like that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's do a couple quick races. Oh, and so right now, okay, so here we go. A car that's got everything. A heavy car, obviously a light, speedy one. Heavy car, and this one is a middle of the road car that does everything, right? All right, cool. Pretty simple. Oh, and I can just ready up right now. Rating the channel with 5 viewers. Thank you so much, Spling Twinger. I hope I'm saying that right, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Say what's up in the rain. Howdy. What's going on? Man, I went down to Texas A&M, man. They were saying howdy all the time, man. Hopping on to a new game in the Competition Lab, testing some stuff out for future events that we'll be hosting. It's a brand new. This game is a few months old, but part of what I've been trying to focus on with some of these different titles is picking some things. Yo, got blown up off of that? Part of the reason I've been testing some of these out. Oh, so people are trying to line my fade up. There's a little bit of weird drag on the Okay, so B is like my automatic thing. Why have they taken me out of that? B is like the speed up is like my automatic thing. You really will go flying off an edge like pretty easily in this game. So X is my general shoot, which looks like it's got cooldown more than anything. And then B is whatever I get from this, from the item wheel. One of the things that's kind of lacking right now, you would have thought would have been a little bit better with a game like this, is you would have thought the soundtrack is a little more would have been a little bit more impressive, or at least something they kind of thought of. And maybe, you know, heck, this is just my first race, so you know, we're gonna see. I'm racing just against bots right now, so okay, that was a bomb. Okay, here I am. I'm thinking that's I thought that was a power-up. I'm in 6th place out of 8 people, so not doing incredibly well right now. Oh, okay, so I see. Your regular, you're not going to just get a lot of dope stuff pretty... Oh, man, you will get lifted in this game. Do not go off a ramp on an angle, because you will go off the edge. Thank you so much for the follow, Baron Martix. I'm going to have to finish this race and then I'll read it out. How's my car getting? Okay, so I should have held on to that one. Okay. But yeah, no, I've been trying to test out a lot of these games that I think, that are a little bit, oh, that's right, that was the repair shop. Trying to test out a lot of these games that come cheaper to you. Honestly, here we go. I should have took my own advice. I literally just said, do not go off any ramps crooked. Okay, so don't go off of it crooked. Up. Overshield. All right, let's see if I can read these. Baron Martix 0. What's up, Kevin? Hey, what's going on? Let me know who you are. I have no idea. Let me look at the name. Wow, just created a brand new profile. That's wild. Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you guys so much. Once again, Spling Twinger, thank you so much for the raid. Mark. What's going on, Mark, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, right now, I mean, I think this is kind of a... Hold on, let me see what place did I come in. Oh, wow. After all that stupid stuff, I came in first place. Meanwhile, look at all of the damage everybody dealt. I barely shot anybody. I took a lot of damage myself. Earned some credits in this game. But, yeah, this is the first time I'm playing this game. This one is called Cyber Clutch. And it seems like they've got a few versions of this game, or at least some updates. Let's go ahead and do a grand circuit. Oh, and it looks like I've got to unlock these. One thing I do want to take a look at, let's see what the online play is. So you get another tutorial. I'm not certain what that is. You get ranked races, and then this is what I'm interested in. There's some private ranks. You know, it's crazy. We was just talking about you up there at the school, man. We had a tournament today, Mark. Guess who's the best at Smash Brothers that doesn't even go to Crane anymore? Ivan. Ivan beat the current students at Crane right now. We were saying we got to try to get Mark back up here, man. That's the true best at this game, man. I would love to see a Smash. Yeah, right? There's a kid named Devontae who's actually pretty decent too. And I think he's kind of learning the ropes a little bit. But I think they need somebody that's up there a little bit more frequently that's going to help kind of give them some game on it. Searching for game on server. So, like, how do I make a private match? Yeah, Ivan is the best right now, man. Okay, I see. So, you can invite friends that are on this game, which is kind of weird because choose from a club. But that means this game probably doesn't have any crossplay in. Yeah, we're actually at Crane for right now, so because I remember you left. Yeah, no, man. I mean, this is the way I would phrase this, Mark. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say. I would never phrase it as I left the school. I would stay at, if I could, I would stay at some schools forever and ever and ever. But the reality is that the way that groups have to spend money, and it just, you know, is what it is. You have to figure out, okay, so I got a complete cup. So I literally only get 3 cards to start off with. This one I could unlock. I got to get money for it. If I race and get credits, I can do that. But I would never leave a school. If I could, I would love to always develop people all the way through as much as humanly possible. Okay, so these things seem to just be cosmetics. Okay, so all of this is cosmetic. I don't see anything saying my car will get any better, which I kind of like. So, like, let's keep it real. Most of these games that are competitive have, like, a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff built into them where basically spending more actual cash and money is really what they care anything about. So, yeah, kind of weird. But this seems to be like, hey, there's probably some cars. Let's go look at the cars. So the cars themselves have different nice. Okay, and so it looks like progressively some of these cars just become better cars. Like, now, they pretty much run par for the course. Nothing's too crazy about them. And you could just make cosmetic changes to them. You've got basically 3 classes of cars in this game. And it's basically heavy, medium, and light. And the heavy cars obviously have more protections on them than the medium cars. And the heavy cars are obviously the slowest. The medium cars are right there in between. But the light cars, less protection, but much faster. By the way, I main K. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. So it's a nice thing to know that the progression in the game really is more about, you know, variety of car and trying to do something different, but not necessarily about getting away with becoming better. There's no pay, like there's a lack of pay to win in this. Let's try to see if we can go through this Solar Cup. We did the middle of the road car. let's see if we can do the light car this go round. Okay, so each cup is made up of 3 races. And it's kind of like a lot of these seem like a lot of fun. Oh, and I bet you each car has different attack capabilities. Gotcha. And you should be dealing damage not just when you press B, but period. Oh, and the light car, this particular light car gets... Ah, I should have waited. Should have waited until I got the lock on. How you gonna shoot me while I'm going off an edge? Yeah, that's pretty Mario Kart-ish for you. Okay, and so see, obviously that car being much stronger, it was able to take those and not have a problem. Remember, your X is on cooldowns, so like I get this, you know, pretty run-of-the-mill. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so like, and I don't know, maybe they were just better at it in the late 2000s, but oh, that's a slowdown. Okay. Speed boost, and of course I flew off the edge in a weird way. Oh, King Cruel. Did I not get that? Oh, it didn't become active? It's kind of weird. No, I absolutely love Cruel. I think it's a very funny character to watch people play. Oh, and it looks like I get a speed boost for every time somebody hits this. King Cruel. Finished second, okay. Yeah, man, so one thing that I think they could really work on, somebody needs to go back in the back and make some drum and bass or something like that. Get to hitting on that boom, because the music right here, right now, kind of is leaving something to be a little desired. From a gameplay standpoint, I think this is a lot of fun, but I think it's pretty standard and straightforward. What I would love to see is what it's like playing other people in this. And I think for future episodes, one of the things I'm going to do is try to see if I can get codes for certain games so that I can see what it's like to hop on and play against some people. Because this could be fun, but playing against bots, nothing feels very good or personal. Nice. So yeah, it does seem like you get a little bit of a speed boost every time somebody hits like one of your bombs. Like I was trying to oh, okay, this one got two roofs, so this one got a roof on it. So what I do kind of like is the active idea of having armor plus life, because then that means the game is not just about whether or not because like right here I didn't go over it. And I got blown up for it. So one of the cool things I think about this is that unlike a lot of other games where somebody shoots you, you get shot. There's not too much you can do about that, right? Versus this game is saying, yeah, you're going to get shot, but that doesn't mean that immediately you got to deal with a slowdown. It's more like, yeah, no, you're going to get shot, but you need to heal your car. Why can I not? I've been trying my best to try to drift turn that corner, that one corner, so that I can get the doggone help. Oh, and it seems like every hit does a little something to boost you. So like you're really encouraged to not just shoot things. I mean, not just race. And try to say, oh, I'm not even thinking about that. Nope, still can't drive. So like I hit him, but that didn't kill him. It seemed like it slowed him down a little bit, but that didn't just straight take him out. Oh my goodness, that drift just dripped. Nice. What's up to the people who are joining me live? Finished first. You're either first or you're last, baby. Still not dealing a lot of damage. I mean, we got people on here dealing almost 3,000 damage. And it doesn't tell me whether or not I received those credits, the in-game credits that you can also buy cars with in there over there too. So we'll see. Mark, what's your Mondays like, man? On Mondays, we actually have we've got an online Smash. Well, we've got both an online and an in-person Smash thing going on. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab the flyer for it real quick, because we've got something called Chicago Rivals. Still here, guys, just throwing up something for everybody to take a look at real quick. Smash Rivals is our Monday's platform tournament that we've been hosting. Shoot, I can't find it. But I'll see where I saved it really quickly. I'll actually also put the Start GG link in there, just so that you can follow that hub. Then I'll come back to seeing if I can find the file. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing so far from this track. It at least looks a little bit different. Oh, top level. Oh, I'll stay up there. So like, it's a drift turn, but it feels more like a handbrake. Something, oh, but you get a boost off of it too. Okay, okay. Oh, I tried the Mario Kart rail ride that one. Oh, and I also didn't get no. Alright, so they throwing me down the ditch on this one. No, watch out. Oh, good. Okay, so it's nice. You know, got some real pitfalls here. I gotta remember to shoot more too. Whew, just barely made that. nice. You could go up those. It's like that's like a Kirby Air Ride swing. The HUD is a little weird though, because I hate that I hate that whatever, you know, my item is. I wonder if this is temporary. It goes swinging with the car as well. Like, take a look. My HUD is right behind me. And so every time I take a big swing or do all this flying and stuff, you know, it almost goes off screen realistically. No! Yeah, that trying to drift around that corner is not easy. And now I'm about to blow it all in the last lap. Yeah, I had something good going on. Blew it all right there. And like you can hear they're trying with the music, like there's a real attempt. But something about it just not, it's not quite there. Alright, so I did unlock a new car, which is nice. You know, you get some nice little progression with this. I think this is one of those games that could be a lot of fun. I think what I'm looking at right now looks like I don't have any type of couch co-op play. So, lacking couch co-op play. Music could also use a buff. I like the way the cars look. I like that last stage. Right now, the way that I'm feeling about the stages, though, is that there's some that clearly have a little bit more, like they feel different than the others, right? Whereas like a lot of these stages feel, can have the habit of feeling the same, right? Okay, so I did get enough money. I got just enough money to buy the new car, which I'm not really feeling like that. This angry one, though, this one's kind of hard. Angry Panda. And what do they want for this one? Oh, you got to complete a cup for this one. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Let's do one more grand circuit, and then I am going to try to see if I can go hop online, see if I'm brave enough to get a match in online. What's up to the people who are tuning in? Wait, did they just give me the card in? Oh, I did unlock a new car, and this one is a heavier car. I'll try it. I'm not a fan of in games like this. My thought is always that speed is really important, but who knows? We'll see. And there's probably a countdown thing that I just keep ignoring. Yup, turned on that overshield. Oh, that's right, and I'm a heavy car this time around, so. Okay, so. Woo! Yeah, that drift. I mean, right now, this car is not doing so bad. I think the drifting is one thing that feels a little bit different in this heavier vehicle. I'll have to actually look at that stat. Yeah, like, man. Trying to stay on a consistent drift in this car is different. I do like you get a little speed boost when people do hit your stuff. It's like I said, it's like a weird handbrake almost. Got a kill on that hit. That was a half decent drift on my part right there. Yeah, that's my fault. Bad driving. All right, there we go. Got a good drift on that one. And we out of there. First place. The Helion. Another decent track. Nothing really like separating it from the next track. Like the track beforehand, once again, the one in the sand desert. Like it wasn't like they did something crazy, but like that one factory part where it's like you could get squashed by the things. On top of that, they had the dual level spot. It's one of those things that made that track stand out. And right now, some of these tracks just feel like turn left here, turn right here. So, you know, I'm hoping that maybe what we'll find is that like the boss tracks are the ones that make the difference. Or like the other part about this game is that like maybe the attraction isn't just the how you gonna make me fly that high for that long and not give me the ability to. Okay, so you really gotta space those out. Alright, so my health is taking hits. Still don't know what that yellow one is. But apparently it must be another kill on that one. HP is low, but my armor is at max. Tough turn. Okay, so that comes from out of anywhere. Takes off, gives you a little bit of slowdown, takes your armor down some. Got my armor back up, but I got to get my health back up. This is kind of cool. I think this is a very nice idea to do slightly different. Ugh. But they're not going to course correct you. In third place, final lap. Oh, I should have got that. Springboarding back in the first place. Armor's in a good spot. Health is not. Yo, so okay. That one did cause some destruction. That man literally just named Bling. Oh, they took it from me right there at the end. Should have got my health up. Should have got my health up earlier. Okay, so you can complete these, and I guess you could do better, obviously, but you know, like the reality is that like it looks like I just earned points, and completing them helps me open up new cars no matter what. Another okayish stage, right? Like nothing's wrong with the stage designs themselves, but like when you're focused on the cars, you very rarely notice like the stadium around you. So like the track itself has to start doing something different, and that's kind of what I feel like is lacking here. Is that there's you know, nothing about any of the stages that ooh, got a kill on that landmine. This is kind of cool with the loop-the-loops. You know, you can kind of see the other things that people are going through. Nice little jump. I mean, why wouldn't they let me? I'm clearly pressing A. Good health, good armor. Which, once again, I think that's a really cool thing to kind of manage in a racing game like this. Man, but if you take a jump on this, man, talk about losing control of your car. And I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Don't want to stay in the drift forever because you just basically, like I said, it's like it feels like Sonic. I mean, not Sonic Racing. It feels like Kirby's Air Ride, where it's like, yeah, you can almost drift on like a point, but it seems to slow you down. You know, drifting is not something that you just maintain speed on. I'm gonna just try to drive good right here. And then I'm gonna put on I put on overshield. But you still get slowed down. Okay. Now one thing I have noticed is that it feels like when somebody gets ahead, they get ahead. Like there's no super wild sling mechanic in this. Like this isn't like what you're gonna see from like a Mario Kart where it's like, oh hey yeah, people caught up to you because you got hit with like they gave the lightning bolt out there where, or the blue turtle shell rather, the thing that hits you no matter what. But like, look, I got a protection for that. I put the overshield on. Now, granted, it's going to cause me to have a little bit of a slowdown and all of that, but it's not the cataclysmic event that blue turtle shells are. We'll take that first place. Just driving across the countryside. Didn't deal too much damage. Didn't take too much damage. I only got one kill out of that. But my best lap was better than everybody else's best lap. Oh, and they try to do it like in real time, like folks are still finishing. So looks like I got 400 credits or something like that. All right, let's hop online. So this is one of the big reasons that we have started this series is that there's a ton of fun games out that are affordable that you and a group of friends can play. But what does your console do? Your console doesn't do anything to really tell you about them. They let's stick with the Hellion. Let's go with what we know. Oh, you get to Salt Spine. I like that one. Right now, looks like I'm the only driver here. I think that the world of gaming is just in a really weird place right now, where if you want to play things, you're going to be highly encouraged to play the AAA games, because you're outside of Steam. All the other platforms really want to do is tell you more about the games that are already really popular. Meanwhile, this is a game right here that, may not last you forever, but like, I have not seen anything that looks like a pay to win, DLC driven, idea on how to make the company more money. Instead, it feels like somebody who was like, hey man, I really like, racing games, and I want to design my own like hardcore racing game. Okay, so I'm racing against a bunch of bots. So this, the common issue we have with games like this. Ooh. Throwing them things on here, boy. Wait, why did my car? How did I steer out of that? Double kill. See, that's what they need right there. They need a voice. Something that people can get excited about. And I managed my health through that. Went ahead, picked up a health spot. Got my armor back up and everything. Slow it down, come on back into it. I'm really trying to get the overshield. Now that does not repair my health. I mean my armor. did I go into that so hard? All I did was tap it the other direction. That one little thing threw me off the edge super crazy. So I'm going to see once again if any, I don't think any of those people were real. I think they just made it more difficult. And you earn some credits for that. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it doesn't look like anybody else's. This is one of the things that I just have, you know, I'm always worried about with games like this, right? There's a fun game that exists. And I play a lot of games on Steam that I have the same experience with. Somebody comes up with something that's really fun, but the problem is that because nobody is playing it, like, what's your ability to really kind of have, you know, the full amount of fun that you're meant to have with it? And if we don't do and if we don't do anything as just, you know, gamers, people who just enjoy games, also, you can do these in reverse too. That's kind of crazy. If we don't do anything as gamers to popularize the things that are affordable, fun, they're not predatory for things like DLC, things like that, people are just going to simply make less of them, right? And I think it's, you know, pretty cool to start discovering games like this and doing what you can to kind of popularize something that could be fun. And I think that another thing that could change about games in general is that games don't have to live forever. I think it's only been in this recent 10 years that, you know, we have this consideration that like a game's lifetime has to be over a few years. And that's because they've got to try to support it and keep supporting it. When, let's be honest, most of the people who are making like a fun game and they're motivated by having a game that's fun for people to play. Most of those groups, they're like, hey, I don't have the money to support myself continually making a game. You know, I have enough to work on that game once, right? Gotcha. So that's my boost. You gotta shoot them guns. Oh, come on. I flew off that edge. Yeah. No. No. And I think that's kind of perfect too, where because you boost up in speed around something like that, instead of staying behind somebody to just keep shooting them, keep shooting them, keep shooting them, you kind of get your speed boost. It kind of slows them down. So it's almost kind of like some of that feels like it resets. Ooh, I'm low on armor. Uh, I mean, look at how much people are killing each other. Now, granted, these are all bots. That's wonderful. Sheesh, get me out of there. What's up to the people who are joining us live? We're playing a little bit of Cyber Clutch Import Nights. Oh, you'll lose points messing around in this too. So like, you want to keep graduating cars, but you get these credits. The credits are used. You can go buy, different car parts with it. Decent game, got some fun to it. Let me try to go single player real quick and try to keep knocking out grand circuits. Let's try to Punisher so we can get different, okay, so here they go. They tell you, here we go. Fires a rocket that deals massive area damage. That's the Seeker rocket. Let me see if I had that with this car. No, I had the Stinger. Okay, so a lot of these do a lot of different things. The twin missile launches a cluster of missiles that deal damage on impact. And this is another heavy car. So let's go ahead and open this one up. You know, and I think visually it's kind of cool, like if you're just watching, oh, this car's got some different turn capabilities. It turns much sharper, which is interestingly different. I really wanted to get that HP. What happened on that? Oh, that turn. And now I'm getting drug over. This car just didn't want to drift around that. Yeah, this car not a good drifting vehicle. Like, feels like I lose control pretty frequently. All right, here we go. This is the turn that's been driving me crazy. All right, so I kind of did that one right, a little bit better. And again, I feel like there's like an ability to kind of avoid sling mechanics. So that's like I just put overshield on. This is going to hurt me for just a second, slow me down, but I was able to protect myself from like the damage that does to my car. And so for anybody that's just turning this on, just starting to watch, in this game, you don't just get, you know, boom, I got hit, you know. This game honestly does a good job of saying like, hey, if you get hit, you're managing both armor and health in this. And so what you ultimately don't want is you don't want to get killed, right? That's like truly a slowdown. But other moves that do land a hit, you can get, you know, slowed down by, you know, pretty temporarily. And then of course every car has different capabilities. You know, so again, it's not like you just kind of get smacked in. You know, you got to just kind of live with it, you know. Once again, a lot like Mario Kart, where it's just like you just live with the damage. Like there's some encouragement to front run a little bit, right? You can front run and you can kind of protect yourself pretty well. You want to make sure you drive good. The people behind their slingshot mechanic is they're going to have to drive really well and get some boosts. See, like, this is like another thing, like, kind of complaining about. Like, I could imagine if they had something a little bit better where there was, like, something that swung and did all that type of stuff. Because, like, a lot of these tracks, once again, had a tendency of feeling similar. Killer. It's gonna force me to drive straight on that. That's not good. Oh, got blown up and sent out the whole stadium. Oh, go over the top. Oh. Snagging that one. You're not first, you're last. What's up to the people who are joining live? We're playing Cyber Clutch, Hot Import Nights. Pretty fun arcade racing shooter. I think one of the things that, a couple of things that you think about, the multiplayer is only online. So there's no couch co-op, which is crazy. Not really, though. But at the same time, I think the game is pretty fun. I think it lacks in a couple of areas. And when I mean lax, I mean, some of those things are pretty simple. Like right now, I feel like a lot of the, race, the tracks themselves, have the tendency of feeling pretty similar. That. Okay, this is nice. The tunnel provides like a little bit of a difference because you can ride these, scale the walls. Oh, and here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta have stuff like that. Oh, that would have been dope. Oh, that thing bounced me off the ground. I was getting ready to go heal. We both trying so hard to get this kill off this man. Stay on it. Woo! This is a pretty fun track right here, if I can remember the name of it. And a lot of the track names are pretty like standard, like I put the overshield on already, and I just healed up on that too. Wait, are you serious? They saying that killed me? Wait, why am I flying off the ground? All I did was turn that corner. Put that overshield on quickly. Why is this man trying to wreck me so hard? Alright, so this is lap 3 out of 3. Oh, but you don't want to stay turned over. Whew. Dope stage. I like that one. I'm gonna have to wait to remember the name of that. Pipes. That's a good stage. It's a lot of fun. A little bit of dubstep going on. All right, finished out number 1 on that one. Oh well, I came in first place in the first 2. So yeah, that third place wasn't gonna wreck it. All right, unlock the new car. You know, so this is one of those things people, you know, always talk about wanting to have in new games as well is, hey, like, what's the game progression? We've only been playing for a little over an hour now. We've unlocked some cars. Let's go take a look at the garage real quick. So this is one I unlocked a little bit, or was it? I don't know. I think one of these two, the Helion, I think I might have unlocked. The Echo is a brand new medium car that I just unlocked. This one, I think I have the money for now. I've got credits for it. So let's unlock it just so we can have another one. So like already in a game where I started off with 3 cars, like I said, about an hour ago. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are still locked. But these are locked behind a paywall. Oh, okay. So I have 2,040 credits. Oh, here's another light car for $1,000. Let's go ahead and unlock the Bullfrog. But you could also buy other things on these as well, fenders, all of that. And I mean, this stuff looks cool, but like, you know, the nice thing that I like about it right now is that none of these, you know, are a pay-to-win technique, right? There's nothing or pay-to-win type scenario. Or you could change the body of the car, though. Wait, so why does the Bullet look like a Mini Cooper from here, but the moment you go into looking at it different? Oh, that's pretty dope. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. They really get wild with some of this stuff on these cars. Like, why would I, after all of this, I still want a spoiler? Let's go try to kit this car out and we'll go race with it in a second. I actually like the first one the most. Rampage. Oh wow, there's a lot of wheels. Yeah, you could buy wheels till you're tired of them. But I'm not really. Actually, the first few of them really were the best. But yeah, that's a lot of wheels to buy. What's up to the people that just joined me live? I'm gonna get one of the ones I saw. But it looks like some of these you buy once and you get for every car, maybe. Yeah, I got this car looking kind of rough. Okay, so you can change some of the presets. All right, so that's kind of cool. I Spy a Birdie, Chi-Town CS Raid. What's going on, guys? Hey, I'm back again on another one. Tell me, what were you guys playing tonight, I Spy Birdie? Was it more Animal Crossing? Having fun with this new game, relatively new game. It's only a couple months old, but this one is called Cyber Clutch Hot Import Nights. And the thing that I'm having the most fun with the game so far is just the craziness of the tracks. Well, not the craziness of the tracks, the craziness of the car's combat. So each car gets Pokemon Legends. Okay. Oh, the DLC. I got you. Nice. Chi-Town CS, thank you so much for the raid again, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're here in the competition lab. I use this time. Chi-Town CS knows this. We're, always at different conventions, running game rooms. And I use this time to start picking out games that I think would be a lot of fun to do something different, right? Woo! Okay, so like Fast Car gets you up these pipes pretty quickly. But you probably look at a game like this and you go, so how is this any different than, any of the other battle kart games? Okay, so this car does not have the powerful weaponry that the other cars had. Oh, and this looks like the race in reverse. So yeah, you can see these tracks get crazy, but I don't even know how I landed there. You can see these tracks get crazy, but the reality is that like you've got to stay in control of yourself. Feels like my drift turn is a little bit stronger, but yeah, the difference is if you take a look, we actually have both HP and armor on vehicles, and you can manage that as you go over the course of the race. As opposed to pretty much being like, hey, I got hit with something. Somebody behind me has a weapon, I got hit with it, and I just have to live with the slowdown that it causes. And instead, this game says like, hey, you'll get hit by stuff, but you actually can manage your health. And managing your health and your armor is just as important as everything else in the game. And so you want to do a good job at that, because you don't have to die because somebody shot you. Ooh, it's like this car is going crazy. So like, as you can see, my armor's low right now, and so's my health. That certainly didn't help. Let's just get an item. Just try to hurry ourselves up. I don't know what that item did, but okay. It hit somebody. And then I went out of bounds. This is a new car that I'm trying, so like another really cool thing. I think one of the reasons that we do this, so like if you see these green boxes are for health, so you really want to do your best to make sure you drive over those spots, heal your car up. I'm in 5th place. Hopefully I do some catching up here. Okay, once you get to drive with this car, you at least feel like you're driving pretty well. Good on armor. So those little blue lights, so you've got obviously the question mark box, which, we all can tell pretty commonly what that is. Those give you a random weapon that you can use against other people. But these other small blue lights actually are, slide through that, there we go, are actually armor points. So you have to build back up the armor of your car because you got traps and stuff like that on the ground. But the other thing is that the enemies have regular bullets that they can just shoot pretty normally. There's like a cooldown on bullets. Oh, if I could have just landed. Oh, we still in there. Oh, we could catch up. All right, we got 4th out of 8. I'm definitely going to have to do some catching up in some of these other rounds. But no, it's actually kind of fun because part of the other thing that's kind of important to me about this is that people are making really nice, affordable, quality games. Like you could tell, this game was definitely made in a AA studio at best. And someone was more motivated by fun than they were, trying to see if they can make shareholders happy, right? Or trying to see if they can make, the next AAA game that gets more notoriety than it does focus on player fun. And I want to try to keep picking these types of games to encourage people to try other and new things. And when we find some of the ones that I think inspire people, or people look at it and they go, wow, this looks like a lot of fun, I want them to say hey, I'm glad I discovered this game. This actually is a lot of fun, and we should hop in and get some games in on it. I really do think that those games exist, but if you turn on your that's let's see if I can pause this, right? Let's do it now. Let's not talk about it. Let's just be about it, right? If you go into the store of this is on my Xbox, right? I could do the same on my PlayStation, and to some degree, I could do it on my Nintendo Switch too. I really like the finals, but they're going to try to tell you about the games that you already know everything about. High Guard, incredibly well covered and marketed. Arc Raiders, everybody knows about that game. Call of Duty Warzone, and at least this is some things that are in Game Pass. But how many times are we going to say Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft in this, right? Or here's an Ubisoft game. This was one that I actually picked up, but I had to kind of stop and look for it really well. But sure, they'll do some things like this right here to see if they can pique your interest with games that are things that you may like, based on other things that you bought. But no, if you go back to the the home or the store home, it's just going to show you more of the things that you already know exist. And I think the misfortune is that games used to be about kind of the exploration of things that you don't know much about. But who hasn't heard of EAFC? Who hasn't heard of Madden? Who hasn't heard of Minecraft? Who hasn't heard of NBA 2K? I like Red Dead, don't get me wrong, but who hasn't heard of Forza Horizons, Final Fantasy? Great games, nothing wrong with them per se, but these are all games that you know something about already. And, I guess this is the top paid game, so that's where I'm going to be. But yeah, no, man, I think part of our disappointment is that we keep going back to the same places, hoping that they're going to show us, something new and then impress us. Meanwhile, they're probably most groups are happy with being hey, we market it really well. And whether or not the game necessarily is fun to play or fun for people to enjoy comes second to the fact that hey, if we market really well, we'll make a lot of money. And if there's something wrong with a game, then we can, pray for forgiveness later. Make sure you release it, market it well, and get it out to people, and then pray for forgiveness later. Ooh, got a kill on that one. So one of the other cool things about this is that you're also encouraged really to use your weapons, because every time you successfully land hits, you get boosts. I wish there was more air control though. I mean, they put you in the air so frequently. Wait, what gun were they using? I mean, they immediately wrecked me. Oh, I mean, I get it. I'm using, so one of the other cool things is that you, a lot of these cars have different, nice. A lot of these cars have different abilities. What did I get lifted up from on that? No explanation. Wow, now I'm 7. Okay, but this car can definitely get better drifting. I was in much more control of my drift on that. You also get a boost from holding your drift. It's not like you slide though, and there we go. I knew once I hit that wall coming off that was going to be troublesome. Third out of 8. What's up to the people that's joining me live? We are we're almost finished with the regular circuits of this. Probably not going to fare too well in this one. They don't show my point. Oh, that was it. So I placed in 3rd on this one with a brand new light car that I just had. Oh no, that's not the end of it. I knew that wasn't the end of it. But yeah, so basically, cars fit into 3 categories on this game: light, medium, and heavy. Obviously, light ones drive fast but have less armor. Mediums are literally what they're called. They're the middle of the road cars, and then the heavy cars also are a little bit slower, but definitely can take more damage. And the difference is that you get a handful of these different cars, all in those different weight classes. But the abilities that those cars have, like once you get to shoot with them, those are different. And that's really where the customization of things kind of come into play. I mean, they were shooting me like I, took their block. And that's really kind of been kind of crazy in this instance of like how things can be different. Where, I was thinking that, depending on the car that I was driving, I would get some better action. Meanwhile, it was like, nope. There's also an ability. It kind of becomes hard to see what that ability is, but other players can stop you from using your abilities for just a moment. Yep, flew off in it. Shouldn't have flown off. Yeah, this car is really sensitive. I mean, like when people line my fade up, it hurts. Like I'm running for more shields. Like this car, I know I'm about to blast this car down. So I got a kill for that one. Yeah, and like the physics of this game is interesting too, because like you guys just saw, like there's like a real physics where it's not like you get to do whatever you want. But like if you come up on an edge and somebody is doing it better than you, or they tip the bottom of your car, so like now I got no armor, I gotta hurry up and get more armor, and it's gonna probably kill me right here. Get up, stop driving sideways. How do I stop myself from driving sideways off the wall? Finally got off. Okay. But yeah, went right into, once again, not having any armor, pretty much getting killed right away, and now I'm in 8th place, the 2nd or 3rd lap. And then you approach, because you have 0 air control, you approach some of these ramps, in a way where you're going to just fly off the edge, and it just kind of comes with the territory. Oh my goodness, literally, because I came into that flying that direction, like, I gotta go fast. That's what my car does. Fortunately, we've got one more lap to do horribly. Meanwhile, they keep giving me these missiles like that's going to help me when I can't see anybody. The heat-seeking missiles only work when you're within range of somebody, so. Guys, y'all saw how hard I tried to get myself off of that. I tried so hard to try to drive myself right, and the game was like, nah man, you're going too fast. And I knew that one was coming because that's the same one that I've messed up on several times now. Terrible. What's up to the people who are joining us live right now? Trying out a relatively new game. It's a racing game that, it's kind of like an arcade combat racing game. I think it's pretty fun in general. I think the other cool thing is like a lot of AA games are getting betterer. And there is really no play to win mechanic on it. If you guys get a chance, I'll show you guys the name and the title screen of it. I happen to be playing it on Xbox because there was a deal on it at the time and I was kind of interested in it. But no, what I like about it so far is the ability to get straight into the game. I think a lot of games that are racing games right now, if you've played like the stuff like the Need for Speeds and other things, like they really want you to pay attention to the story of these characters who drive the cars. It's like, bro, I just want to drive the car. I want to have fun races with my friends and drive cars. And this game kind of gives you that. This game says, hey man, just hop into it right away and start driving. And you earn different things on different cars by simply just playing the game more. We've only been playing for about an hour and 45 minutes, and we already have let's go back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I buy this one yet? Yeah, no, I think I just got this one. Nope, still gotta wait for one more. We've got 7 new cars. We started off with 3, so we got 4 new cars all while we started playing. This one I kitted out, because I thought it was fun looking, like it looks like a little bulldog, so they gave you the collar and all that good stuff. Gave you the wild thrusters, the spoilers, went with some crazy wheels, and then you can mess around with the colors on each one of the cars as well. So I think it's a lot of fun. It's really simple, straightforward fun, and one of the things I complain about with a lot of other games is that they try so hard Oh, I got to do better on that one. Okay. They were like, that's not good enough. They try so hard. There's a lot of games that exist that try super hard to keep you away from the part of the game that you want to enjoy. And, you know, I think what I've been trying to look for, especially in this series of the competition labs, is finding games that people can have fun playing with and against friends. And you don't even necessarily need to have a big, you know, a big friend group in order to do it. You know, there's been a really interesting kind of absence of a kind of game, you know, from years ago, where it was like, hey, there was this game that just like me and my friends played, and it wasn't really popular, but you know, it was something that we had a lot of fun playing, and this is a problem. This has been bound to happen. Like, if you notice, you get stuck and you're upside down, and I think I can't even tell where my health is. So like, this is like a very real problem in the game. Now, this has only happened maybe once, but I gotta start that one again. I would hate to be doing really well in the race and then get flipped over and end up having to stay there, right? All right, they said I did good on the rest of those. That one I need to come through on a little bit better, but yeah, they're just, I feel like there should be more games that exist that, you know, or at least exist to you as a fan, as a person who likes playing video games. There should be more games that you could play with against your friends, and those games are just some games that you guys really enjoy, right? I feel like you know, games have tried to pull us all into this place where you're either playing one of about 10 of the most popular titles in the game based on, you know, whatever genre of game you like. And I have no problem with people liking different genres of game. I don't have a problem with people liking popular games. But I think part of what my, you know, desire to help make something new and different in the game space is not just motivated by what I do as a business owner, you know, someone who comes up with fun things, new fun things for us to try together. Man, when these cars get to shooting at you, they get to shooting at you. Turn right. Is that you're playing one of 10 games, and I think also when it comes to game competitions, I consistently point out that like we're honoring the same skill sets. Like, it's like, hey, like, how well do you do headshots, right? You know, do you know how to you know, do a perfect jump shot? And we think about the same skills when it comes to like, hey, you're really good at video games or competing at video games. You know, it's like, do you know how to do high-end combos on fighting games? And I like those things, don't get me wrong. We host a ton of fighting games. Fighting games was how I started my business, started a lot of work that we do. We still continue to support the scene. We've got a weekly tournament that happens. But yeah, when you think about who's good at video games, we kind of center and focus the same kinds of skill sets over and over again, and we don't really think too much about, you know, new things that not only new things, but just like different things you could be good at. Now, I don't know how I drove over a hill, but okay. They need to smooth out the racetrack some. Alright, first place, but I need more armor, because if these folks get to shooting at me, I got problems. So there is something like a handbrake in this game, but man, every car is not created equal. You also get boosts for landing hits with your weapons, and you get bigger boosts for, of course, destroying other vehicles. So there's a push and pull between just being fast and also, you know, trying to be a part of the combat of the game. And I like that it's not just a matter of, well, you got hit, so you got to live with it. You can also really kind of get to the point where you protect yourself. You can, you know, lay bombs and things like that, but there's also an overshield. And not only can you lay those bombs down, but just like hitting people with other stuff, you also get boosts for landing bombs and things like that. So you're really encouraged to do a whole lot with different things, because you get the boosts, and those boosts obviously, you know, act as a way for front running to be something that's worthwhile, as opposed to, I mean, I'll be honest, man, I like Mario Kart a lot, but there's a lot of reasons to not want to front run. Baya coming out first on that. Tell me, guys, if you're in the chat right now, let me know if you would play something like this. I'd love to put it up at a game event at some point or another. I think the only fear is that you would have to have internet in order to play against other people. One of the downsides, no couch or local co-op. What's up to the people that are joining us live? There's not a whole lot of tracks in this, but I think that, you know, like track variation, you could do some tracks in reverse, that type of thing. That's cool. But, you know, really, honestly, you know, I'm hoping that the combat becomes more the focal point more than the tracks. Because one thing I did complain, I did like the tunnels. The tunnels is one that I like. Salt mines was another one that I like. But I do think that, you know, because the tracks can sometimes start to feel pretty similar, I do think that, you know, one of the things that you would hope for you see how I just did that? Like that's crazy. There we go. Got a kill on that, but I drove off a cliff. You know, you better heal up. Whew. Are you serious? I want to know which car has that flame in the background. I've seen that a few times now. I unfortunately have never been able to use it. Okay, I've been froze. Okay. So there's times where, you know, other players can freeze you from using your abilities. And you'll notice like your screen turns white. Woo! Took a lot of damage on that one. Why? I'm not sure if that's like a boost or a bomb or something, but it feels like they cause you to go up in the air sometimes too, which is kind of crazy. All right, at least we went off that ramp the right way that time. Yep. Yep, because I bounced off of one wall. There's a lot of that, and they seem to really punish you pretty tough for like being in a bad spot. And like, I'm about to get punished, right, for using the item that they gave me, which was a speed up. And now I'm about to come in dead last. And like I'm not ashamed to point out when I just like didn't race really well. But this all started with I got knocked off the edge by something that I really can't explain. I have no idea how I got bounced off that one edge. And now that probably puts me down at the bottom of the list. Yeah, it puts me midway at the pack with 11 points with one race left to go. So I might place in this one because I think that's what I need to do in order to unlock the next one. All right, let's see how I do. Let's see if we round this out. Yeah, you know, honestly, heavy cars have really been the ticket for me in this one. Hey, so if you speed up in this, you are not drifting behind that. And you shouldn't kill some people sometimes. Alright, we're in a good spot here. If I just race. Putting that overshield on. This is like the blue turtle shell of this game. It hits you no matter what if you're in first place. Oh, but with this weaker car, it certainly gave me more damage. I used the overshield to protect myself from it. So one of the inescapable, parts of that is that it's going to slow you down, like it stops your abilities for just a second. Whatever that is, I mean, they chasing me. But so, like, right now, the music exists, it's there, but this is like one of the other criticisms I have of the game. Like, the music is alright. that really slowed me down. Oh, I got killed on that. Yeah, see those deaths? Those deaths were pretty close. First place probably would have got me a the seat in this one. Okay, so I came in third overall. I'm wondering if that unlocks anything. No, it did not. All right, I'm gonna try to single play it one more time. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this grand circuit to come together for me. What's up to the people that are joining me live? Yeah, I was really close to coming in first, which would have definitely put me up higher in that. We're playing a little bit of Cyber Clutch, hot import nights. It's a lot of words to it. This game, I think that what's interesting is. Let's get this heli on again. This game, what's interesting is I think what would be cool to see like a game that's $20, right? Right now this game is $20 and it's not cross-platform, but it is on everything. It's on Steam, it's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox. I don't know if it's on Nintendo Switch. A game like this could be on Nintendo Switch, but who knows? But here in the competition lab, I try out a lot of new games that you might not know a whole lot about. And the fun is that we're looking to see if you find some of those hidden gems in this type of space, especially for something that's really affordable. Meanwhile, I mean, you look at the amount of games that come out that are AAA titles that you just don't have the kind of fun you're looking for. Woo! This right now, the tunnels right now is like being like the best track. Please spin over. Nope. Alright, this is one of the worst things about this is that when you fall off or you go backwards, they like, that's a wrap. You're going to have to reverse yourself back onto the track. There's no training wheels to get you back onto the track. Had to put on that Halo overshield real quick. Ooh, somebody got blue shield. Had to preemptively put that drift in. Stay on it. There we go. Come back down. Why? This turn literally is the only reason I'm ever like behind in this one, over and over again. Alright, we got overshield on. Let's throw that on, see if we can pick something else up. No, once you put overshield on. So this is another big problem with the game, is that there's definitely cracks you can just straight up fall into. And once again, the game doesn't do very much to say like, hey, let's get them out of this crack. They'd be like, nope, you're in a crack, and you might be able to drive out of it. I don't know. All right, final lap. All right, we got that one right this time. Now my car is definitely struggling right now from a health perspective. So I need this heal up here. But then, can I stay on the track? Came in third on that one. Let's try to see if we can do better. There's an unpredictableness that comes with it as well. You know, you get hit by something and all of a sudden your car is lifted in the air. So like no matter what you're doing, you're just going to drive and you're going to get, you know, you're going to go flying off an edge someplace. What's up to the people who are joining us? Trying to see if I can unlock the final race portion of this game. Do this thing every week called the Competition Lab, where I try to play a different game. Something you may not have heard of before, but might be fun to pick up and play with friends. Nice, fun, competitive game. Also love doing it because it certainly helps me in work. Kill. Wow. So on that one, I just straight up got destroyed. So, I mean, that happens. But at least that one I can explain. Funny, I didn't even have to shoot people on this one. Oh, what did they do to make me turn sideways? Gotta get that help. No, not on the edge. Not on the, hey, you made a bad jump stuff. Lap 3 out of 3, just race. Alright. If you're not first, you're last. Alright, let's try to do good on this last one. This one, I came in like 6th place last time. Hopefully, I don't know what it is I have to do to get it. Maybe I have to get first place on this in order to unlock the last one. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you're still there. Let me know if this is something you would like to try or play. Still really haven't mastered that, though. Oh, come on, man. Oh, stay on the rack. Stay on the track. Alright. We got pretty good armor. We've got overshield. So even if they try to blue shell me, it'll slow me down, but it won't kill me. Just drive. But that's one of the other interesting things, boy. Touch a wall in this game, you fly into the other side. Like, this is gonna be troublesome. Alright. Alright, I hit the overshield. So that should protect me through that. And it's, you know, of course, it's going to slow you down. It's like a lightning bolt almost. But how did I end up drafting that way? That doesn't even make sense. So, like, see, once again, something I did that was the right thing to do ends up costing me time. Alright, here we go. Getting ready to come up to the final lap. Final lap. Wait, but how did I, why would I, oh, get out. I felt like I outran that for a second. Just stay straight. Do not go off any edges crooked. And we out. Let's go. Clip that. All right, I am getting ready to raid somebody. I think that, let's see, I came in first place overall on this. Let's see if we were able to unlock anything on this. So yes, we got the reward. Let's see if that helps us open up the last menu. Single player. Yes, it did. So, last one, Dark Wave Cup is open. I think I'll probably try to finish this. I'll probably put some content up of this. I think this game is fun overall. I think at the core of it, there's a couple of things that, you know, might be missing. I think a better soundtrack. That's a personal taste type of thing. The music didn't quite get me going. There's no song I went and searched on YouTube. Was like, I have to listen to this later. I think from a, you know, gameplay kind of perspective, I think it's just a lot of really straightforward fun on being like, hey, you have a racing car that's got weapons and you can shoot cars in front of you. And so if you're a gamer, this is something that I think you can pretty easily pick up. Someone who plays video games and kind of gets used to the fun of that. I think that it has the right amount of polish for the amount of money that I spent for 20 bucks. I think that it's got a good amount of cars. And I also think that its track list leaves something to be desired. At the core of it, I think this is some fun you can have in a group of 3 or 4 people. I think that if we stop looking at games as this thing that has to be something that we have fun for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or for goodness sakes, a Destiny 10-year type, you know, gap. I think if we stop looking at that and start saying, hey, there's cheaper games that I can invest in that have no weird DLC, nothing that's predatory, we'll have a lot more fun with our friends playing games like that. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to join another stream really quickly. If you guys go over, make sure to give them a shout. And I am, of course, getting ready for us to pick back up this weekend with Frosty Frostings.
Nice profile picture.
And we'll probably be back with our fighting game tournaments
Anybody ever just
in about a week or so.
We're getting all these people. Wonder.
So yeah, we'll come and check that out. Make sure to say hi to Metro Gaming 75. They're playing some Splatoon right now. But we'll switch over to that in just a second, man. See you guys.
I'm not sure where they're all from. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. As you're looking at this shit, like, what is this? Ariana Grande? Yo, what's up, IPG? What's good, bro? Yo, what's up, man? Yo, thank you for the raid, too. Party of 3, man. Thank you for the raid.